This gentleman is the senator's son. You're not going to file a police report.
I don't really have to do that.
Huh? What's so funny?
Can't you see this police badge?
Huh? Is this?
Trouble Busters!
It's a peaceful day. Oh, I feel so happy watching young ladies have fun out here. My name is Alan. I enjoy watching the blue sky and the young ladies. I'm a peaceful man who enjoys breathing clean air. I'm gonna work hard today. Huh? Oh, this is bad.
I'm sorry. I was just letting out my stress.
Letting out your stress, huh?
I already apologized, so I'm forgiven, right?
That's not the point.
Is this where the accident scene is?
Let me tell you what happened. I even showed the officer the footage from my dash cam.
I see.
I was tailgated.
Not happening.
Huh? Why not?
This gentleman is the senator's son. You're not going to file a police report.
Senator's son?
That's right. I get to be forgiven no matter what I do.
No way. Just because you're the senator's son, you're not getting away with what you've done. You caused this accident.
And I already apologized, so that's the end of this story, right? You should be grateful that I apologized to you. That's it. And now that you know, will you just take care of this accident under your responsibilities?
Sorry to ask this, but are you sure you're a police officer?
Yup, here's my badge.
In that case, you can't possibly let go of what happened this time. You should be yourself in the sense of duty to serve the citizens. Isn't that why you work as a police officer?
That's just what the hypocrites say. There are other important things in this world.
What?
Here you go, Oscar. Oh, are you sure I could take that much? It's just a bonus for working hard every day. Thank you so much.
Don't tell me.
That's right, something that all of us humans need. Mr. Jasper is someone who can provide that to me, and that's why I take his side no matter what happens.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding. The other day, this is what I did for him.
I don't need you telling me about that.
It's not like I'm gonna lose anything over telling someone like you. I can handle it the way I want. That's right.
Oh my!
I was destined to be the chosen mankind, and I'm going to fully utilize that. You'll understand if you ever end up where I am. Now, all there is left to do is have you agree not to file a police report. We could call it a day after that.
Jasper's car is in front of me, and the police car is right behind me.
By the way, if you're not going to agree to this, I can decide to handle things against your favor, too.
How dare you! I've heard about some police officers who are enslaved by power and money, but I never thought I'd run into one like this. And also the type of guy who wouldn't even admit to what he's done just for the sake of where he stands. This isn't going to cut it, but it's fine. I'll just use my secret weapon. I'm not letting them get away with this. Trouble Busters! I'm sorry, but if you can just spare a little more time.
What's the point of spending time here at all? I know you're tired. Just tell me that you won't file a police report, okay?
That's fine. I won't file a police report.
As long as you agree to it.
I don't really have to do that.
Huh? What's so funny?
Well,
you just laughed about something. Oscar, just let him be. We're done talking here. I'm gonna leave now.
Who said we're done talking here?
What? You said you're not going to file a police report.
That's right. I said I'm not going to file a police report. It's because there's no need for me to file one.
What do you mean by that?
Can't you see this police badge?
Huh? Is this a police badge and you're the chief executive officer?
I thought you would notice who I was. I guess people say I don't really look like a police officer, but I guess it played in favor for me.
Hey, what the heck is going on? Oh my goodness! I need to calm down. If Oscar didn't know who you were, it means that you're fake. I guess that could be possible. Hey, you! Did you know that it's a crime to deceive someone that you're a police officer when you aren't one?
So, I guess even after being enslaved by money, you still have your knowledge about the law. However...
What? You called the police?
Mr. Allen, thank you for waiting.
So, is he real?
Mr. Allen, why did you call us here when there's already an officer here?
Let me tell you what happened.
No, this is a misunderstanding.
You didn't admit that it was Jasper's fault, despite how obvious it was, only because he's the senator's son.
That's ridiculous. You both deserve to go to the prison.
So, that's it. The two of you have no power to manipulate the facts in front of me. You're gonna face your consequences.
Nice try, but we have an extremely strong backup no matter what you tell us.
Extremely strong? You're misunderstanding.
Hello? Jasper? What's the matter, Daddy? There are some police officers at home. What? They might have found out about the discrepancies with the election the other day. What the heck are you talking about? I'm not sure where the information leaked. What happens if the public finds out? Say no more. Oh my God, what's going on? Jasper, let me tell you, Oscar. Oh my goodness, but why would that happen right now?
Ha!
Don't tell me you did something.
Play.
For example, the other day, the senator told me to handle his election, too. I had a nice business with him. Yikes! That's from earlier. Oscar, this is your fault. I mean, I had no idea.
I made sure I was ahead of this game, assuming that you'd be giving excuses.
So this was why he stepped away for a few minutes.
Okay, now that you lost your extremely strong backup, are you ready for this?
This is a huge misunderstanding. Oh, please pardon me now. Please go ahead. All right, I'll move my car too.
How am I supposed to drive away from this scene with a broken car?
Well,
Also, please stop changing the subject. The fact that Jasper tailgated me and that Officer Oscar tried to manipulate the facts are still standing.
I never manipulated anything. That's right.
You're not getting away with this. I was listening to every word you said.
I never tailgated you. Just let me leave.
Do you really think you're getting away with that excuse? I even showed you guys the footage from my dash cam earlier.
This is bad. I need to come up with something. If Jasper is found guilty, that's going to put me in a bad spot too. But hold on. As long as I can prove Jasper's innocence... this is a misunderstanding. This was a genuine accident. Huh? Aha!
How are you going to tell us that this was an accident when the dashcam footage proves otherwise?
My car was having a problem. As I was driving, it started giving a weird sound. I was trying to control it, but it ended up proceeding in a weird direction. In this case, Mr. Jasper isn't responsible. It would be the car manufacturer's responsibility.
In some cases, if there was an accident due to the vehicle's safety issues, the manufacturer can be found liable.
In that case,
I'll go ahead and confirm with the manufacturer. Are you okay with that? Huh? I'm gonna confirm whether you're telling the truth or not.
I'm not lying because I say so.
You can say whatever you want in your favor. We have the necessity to gather as much evidence as possible through this investigation. This is for the sake of your innocence, too.
Such an obvious lie.
By the way, if we discover that you're lying right now, you will be charged with defamation due to the attempt to bring down the reputation of the car manufacturer, in addition to a falsified report as you made a deceiving statement in an attempt to place the blame on others.
Are you saying that I'd get more charges?
Not just you, Oscar too, for making such advice.
What?
With all that being said, if you're still going to stick with that story, we're gonna proceed in such a manner. Are you okay with that?
Oscar! What is it? Can't we do anything about this? This is going to end both of us. We need to stop them by taking this case to the back door before they get to it. I was thinking the same thing. Do you know anyone who could help us out with this? I do. I can ask him to handle this for us.
What are you guys whispering about? You're not trying to do anything strange just to beat us to it, are ya?
Of course not.
Let me just make it clear that we'd find out sooner or later if you do anything like that. We're going to be extremely meticulous about this. This isn't just a TV drama or an anime.
The more you come up with excuses, the guiltier you become.
How do I deceive these guys? I understand. In that case...
What are you trying to do?
Oh, Oscar, what are you doing? That's what I gave you earlier. Don't worry, sir. I got this. Okay.
I'm not trying to agree with Jasper, but what do you think you're doing?
It's a settlement.
What?
We're fortunate enough that no one got injured, and Mr. Allen's car was damaged, and that was all.
That's already a huge problem as is.
But then, in this case, we can settle this dispute too. This money is a settlement that Mr. Jasper is paying you, Mr. Allen. Ah, I see. Oscar came up with a good one.
That's not happening.
Why not? We're just trying to settle this tailgating incident. That's right. Plus, it's only my first offense, and we should settle this seamlessly.
First offense? Are you sure about that? This is Alan. I looked into what you asked for, but it's not looking good, let me tell you. Thank you for this report. Okay, I guess I was right. It seems like you've tailgated in the past, too.
How can you say for sure?
I had it investigated. What else could there be? We looked into all the records we have from the past while we were looking into Mr. Isaac.
He must have done that too when he stepped away earlier.
We discovered that every tailgating incident that Officer Oscar handled were all settled without a police report being filed. Isn't there something strange about this?
That's because they all agreed to settle. All the victims were kind people. That's right.
And that's not the point. Jasper, you said that this was your first offense, right? Even if you've been settling the disputes, you've been tailgating on a regular basis. Do you now realize the problem? Officer Oscar, you've been making false reports as well, correct?
They weren't false. It was just a nuance that I added that things didn't end up becoming a huge deal, just like this time.
Again, please stop changing the subject. I told you earlier that tailgating itself is the problem. If you're tailgating others regularly, it's evident that you've been doing so with malicious intent.
And likewise to the officer who let that go.
Damn it, who cares about the past? They're all resolved. That's right, we don't need to be talking about that.
Even if we were to let that go, the two of you have already committed a crime.
Huh?
Officer Oscar, why don't you tell him since you're a police officer?
What is he talking about? Not sure.
Don't act like you don't know, Oscar. The money that you tried to hand me originally belonged to Jasper, right? I was watching.
That's why I tried handing it to you.
Stop speaking from the conclusion. What the two of you have done is considered bribery.
Just to let you know, the recipient as well as the provider for bribery will both be charged with a crime.
What? Is that something that I'd be charged for? Oscar, is this true? So that's what happened to Daddy, too. I get it now.
So now, both of you are likely going to be facing imprisonment.
I didn't know. Oscar should have known because he's a police officer, but I have nothing to do with law.
So what?
Ignorance is innocence, right?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, please understand me.
Let's pretend that you didn't know. The law isn't going to treat you any differently. If that's going to get people away after their wrongdoings, this world would be a disaster. You thought your father would get you out of any trouble, and you never faced your wrongdoings, which is putting you in the situation that you're in right now.
Stop talking about it as if you have any idea. It may have looked like we were given and accepting money, but you can't call that bribery just based on what you saw. For example, here. Okay, now the money is back in my hands. I never bribed him for anything.
Were you even listening to what I said earlier? We investigated the past incidents too. This means that we'd also look into how the issues had been resolved, regardless of whether a solution was met on the spot or not. For example, we might find evidence like this.
It's just a bonus for working hard every day. Thank you so much. Yikes!
It sounds as if this has been something that's been going on in the past, right?
But those are just verbal conversation. You can't possibly determine whether we've been doing this on a regular basis or not just based on that audio recording.
And that's why we're investigating everything inside out. We'll also reach out to the victims to confirm some facts, too. It's just a matter of time before we find out the truth.
Mr. Allen has a 100% crime arrest ratio. He's a legend.
Once he decides to catch you, you're not gonna get away from him.
Oh my goodness. Does that mean we'd have to pay him even more settlement?
Are you still talking about that?
I mean, isn't that the only choice for me to avoid going to the prison?
You're misunderstanding something. Settlement can only be accepted if the victim decides to accept it. I'm not accepting it, and I'm not sure what the other victims will say about how they ended up accepting the settlements. Besides, this isn't a matter of whether it's going to be settled or not. To add, even if I were to accept the settlement, you would have to pay for my car repair as well. My bright red car is actually a nice car. Now that the senator might no longer be a senator, I wonder if you're going to afford my car repair. Villains don't deserve a choice. You had no choice but to get arrested from the very beginning. Officer Oscar, Mr. Jasper, I'm gonna be arresting both of you.
Oh no, this is it. No, it's not. But just think about it. This incident is something that the police have been involved in. And that's why we're in so much trouble. That's it. If the public finds out that the police were in the bad, we're not going to be the only ones in trouble. The police will take the hit too. This means that ultimately, the chief executive officer is going to be found responsible for this too. Oh, I see. That's actually true. Mr. Allen, I'm sure it took great effort to earn your current position, right?
Yes.
In that case, why don't you just look the other way? By doing so, you won't have to be responsible for anything. This is a truly peaceful settlement.
As both of you mentioned, it is to my best interest to resolve this issue in as peaceful a manner as possible.
All right, as long as you understand.
In order to remove the bad apple from our barrel, I'm gonna make sure the two of you face your consequences.
What the heck?
Benefits and losses aren't what motivate me at work.
But you're going to have to take the hit too.
I understand that, and I'm ready to face it. The day I became the chief executive officer, actually, the day I dreamed about becoming the chief executive officer. Besides, wrongdoings will be revealed sooner or later. I'd rather reveal it and end it with my own two hands.
We completely agree with Mr. Allen.
Oh my goodness. In that case, Mr. Allen, I'm a brand new person effective this very moment. I'm going to arrest this kiddo, so will you let me go this time? What? Oscar, are you turning your back on me? Shut up! Besides, this all started because of the accident you caused. Do you even realize how much cash I gave you all this time? How dare you do this to me? It wasn't even your money. It was your father's money. You bastard. In that case, let me say what I want to say. I know you've been accepting money from others, too. Oh, hold on. We don't need to be talking about that right now.
Ah, did I just overhear something interesting?
Officer, so that's it. And since I told you about Oscar's crime, since I'm going to be responsible for my duty to arrest Oscar,
Both of you are going to be arrested.
oh no!
Kayla, Samuel,
Yes, sir.
Please forgive us.
after Oscar and Jasper couldn't come up with any more excuses, they were finally arrested. Oscar was charged for bribery as well as falsified reports. Jasper had also been charged for bribery in addition to tailgating, while he was found liable to compensate for the past incidents for his past victims as well. The two of them will be living with huge guilt. Jasper's father, Isaac, had also been found guilty of bribery after a thorough investigation. The father and son were both imprisoned. As for me, although I decided to take responsibility for what happened this time around, thank you very much, everyone! Kayla, Samuel, and other police officers had asked me to stay, and I was able to keep my job as the chief executive officer. I'm going to work as hard as I can so I can protect the civilians. Trouble Busters!